All right, I've been looking forward to this as we bring Richard Jefferson back in here for the first time in far too long. Yes. I've given him an absolutely impossible assignment. In the most competitive year I can ever remember in the NBA, I want you to list the 5 teams in order you could see winning the championship.
All right, well, you guys know me. I'm a little special, so I like to start with dessert first. So we're going to go with number 1 first. Show him number 1.
No, we can't do that. I'm told we
number
can't do
5.
that.
Okay, show up number 5.
Yes, that was something we could have told our director, Cindy, before we decided to do it.
That's fine.
Go ahead.
The Memphis Grizzlies, this is a team that is elite, and I understand that Ja is out for a little bit of time, but mainly because this team plays, what's their record without Ja Morant?
18-2.
That shows you how good of a team they are, and that's what I'm talking about. Culture, you talk about balance. They have, like, Desmond Bane, one of the guys that could be up for most improved player, so I love their team. And then we're going to go, now let's see if we can go to number 1 now.
No, we can't do that.
Okay, so we're going to go back to number 4. Let's see, what's number 4?
The Heat.
The Heat. Now, look, a lot have been made about the way they've been playing, a little bit of up and down lately, and a little beef with Eric Spoelstra. But this is a team, again, they believe. That's what I like about them. They added P.J. Tucker, and they truly believe that they can beat the Milwaukee Bucks. Because they have beaten them in years prior. So if you believe that you can beat the defending champions, that's half the battle. So that's why I like Miami and the way they're playing.
Okay, now, we can't do number 1, so go to 3.
Oh, no, let's do number 2. Can we do number 2?
Richard,
we can't do number 2.
This is why we've stopped inviting Richard to our studio.
We're going to do number 3. And Zach, you're in trouble, Zach, by the way. Zach, number 3, the Celtics. They have been playing outstanding defense. Like, their defense, and again, no Time Lord. He's going to be out. Robin Williams is going to be out for a little bit. But I love what they've embraced. Jason Tatum, Jaylen Brown, Marcus Smart playing the point guard, getting other people involved. They have a very balanced team. I like them mainly because when you look at it, you're going to have to win on the defensive end, and this is a team that plays high-level defense. And we know we're going to go number 2. Let's just go to number 2. Number 2, show it. The Milwaukee Bucks are the defending champion. This one is hard for me to say because they are the champions until somebody knocks them off. Their record when their big 3 play, Drew Holiday, Chris Middleton, and Giannis, it is next to unstoppable. They've added depth. Brooke Lopez is back. They added Serge Ibaka. I like Grayson Allen, even though he went to Duke, but they have a lot of talent on that team. And then number 1, ladies and gentlemen, my hometown. Are we going to show
the Phoenix Suns?
The Phoenix Suns are number 1, and the reason why they're number 1 is Tim Legler did this amazing piece. They had every single thing that you need. Do they have a dominant big? Yes, they have Ayton, and then they have JaVale McGee, and then they have Bismack Biyombo. Then do they have 3-and-D guys? They have some of the best 3-and-D guys in this league. You have Mikal Bridges, and you have Jay Crowder. Then do they have elite clutch time play? Chris Paul and Devin Booker are 2 of the most elite players. I think they rank either 1 and 2 or 1 and 3 in clutch time moments, lack of turnovers. They have every single thing you need to be dominant, and that's what they've been this year.
And let me invite Wendy to come in here. I have 2 questions. So the first team that is missing that I want to ask you about is Golden State, because the Warriors just haven't been whole. But if I told you right now that Steph was going to be healthy and Draymond was going to be healthy with Klay Thompson back, we know they won't have Wiseman. If I told you they were healthy, would they crash this list?
No, not currently right now. I think that would just have them just outside the Memphis Grizzlies right now.
Fair enough. Then the one and you know I love you. You know how much affection I have for you. But I will just say it. To not have the Brooklyn Nets in the top 5, I think, is ridiculous. You've got Kevin Durant and Kyrie Irving. If you were choosing up teams with any other group, anyone on this group, you're telling me right now they wouldn't have 2 of the first 3 players on any team.
First of all, they have an NCAA tournament situation just to get to the playoffs.
Right.
They might have to win a single elimination, possibly another single elimination game, just to get to the postseason.
I see them doing that. I mean, they've got Kyrie Irving and Kevin Durant.
Why do we like Richard Jefferson? Why is Richard Jefferson on this network right now wearing these shoes?
Why?
It is because he tells the truth.
Yeah, there's my guy.
He does Nets games. It's one of his jobs. He is calling tonight's game against the Pistons. He is going to be over there. He has seen the Nets play defense. He knows. There were other years. There were years when Richard was on the Cavs where the East was so weak that I felt like maybe the Nets could do that. In this particular setting, playing defense in the bottom 7, they were the bottom 7 in November. They're the bottom 7 in March. They're going to be the bottom 7 in April. I don't think, as you mentioned, to win 13, maybe even 14 games to get to just to the finals It's a huge lift.
Let me ask you about one more, because people will comment that you don't have Philly on this list with Embiid and Harden. Why not?
Well, I just think that they have too much. They gave away a lot of their depth. And look, it looks good. Their team is very good. But if you look at all of these teams up here, there's nothing here that is stopping any of these teams. Obviously, Ja Morant, but we know that they're dominant without Ja Morant. All of these other teams have been pushing in the same direction all year long. Very little drama in Phoenix. They won without their starting backcourt multiple games. No drama in Milwaukee. The Celtics, they got up to a slow start, brand new coach, a new system, but they have been one of the best teams since January 1. The Heat, they're just always going to do what the Heat are going to do. They're consistent. They have, the same approach from top to bottom. So all of these teams also have the least amount of drama on their squad.
Fair enough. All right, it's well done. There's always drama when Richard Jefferson is in town. Thank you for watching ESPN on YouTube. For live streaming sports and premium content, subscribe to ESPN+.